Alrighty then, let's see here. We are getting excellent connection from YouTube. I like to see that. Looks like my microphone is working. What's up, everyone? Good morning and welcome back here. It's 9 a.m. 9:01. It's Wednesday. And did I miss anything else? I think that's everything. My hair's a little crazy right now because I just took a nap and I just woke up. So there you have it. Today, so far, we are up $1,299 on OVID. Only ticker I traded right here in this area. I missed the whole first leg to the upside, and then I got some of the consolidation here, and that's actually it. I stopped trading around 740 or 750 because I was like, yesterday I gave back all my profits pre-market, and then Monday I gave back all my profits pre-market as well. So I was exactly where I was yesterday, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it here. I'm a little tired anyway. I'm just gonna lay down for a bit. So I'm probably a good way to do it. So I'm pretty happy. So let's see here how much more trading we're gonna do. Probably, there's some good opportunities. So I don't see any reason to really slow down. So let's see how it goes here. KMPH popping up, actually. KMPH was a ticker that I was pretty stoked about early, but it didn't really do much. When I saw this bounce here, I was pretty optimistic, but it didn't really amount to much. A lot of consolidation. Now it's really popping up here. USA biotech, healthcare sector, 4 million float, 163 million market cap, 60% gapping pre-market. New once daily treatment for ADHD. This is really big news because ADHD is a very, very popular, or not, I don't know if popular is the right word, but it's one thing that everyone knows, right? And there's OVID is another ticker here making really nice moves. USA biotech, 42 million float, 187 million market cap. Both of them are pretty much in that regard is similar in terms of trading where we want, right? Like a ticker with the statistics that we're looking for, right? Ideally float, below 50, better below 10 with a catalyst, trading between $2 and $7, yada yada, all that fun stuff that you guys know. The thing about OVID is its catalyst is much more specific. It's they have a potential first-in-class therapy to reduce seizure frequency in children with Dravet syndrome. So also a very important thing. Great to see progress here, but it's much less known. I had to look up Dravet syndrome before I fully understood what it was. But ADHD is something a lot of people know. So usually a ticker that with news that could affect more people tends to play out a little bit better. So KMPH is a ticker that I'm probably a little bit more interested in, although OVID, based on the price action, it just looks really, really good. Oh, look who it is. Heiko's chilling here in the morning. South Florida Fishing Channel coming in. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the kind words. Prevalent. That's a good word. I feel like I was missing a word, and I think prevalent is probably the right one. Heiko's already kicking and itching over there for some Adderall. Sorry guys if I missed some questions pre-market. I see Jeff, you asked a question, what does it mean when a company files for a stock shelf? It means they're doing an offering, they're going to sell shares. Usually want to see what kind of exercise price those are going to be at, because a company that is doing a shelf offering, sometimes they're going to be dumping shares into in the future. And for example, let's see, TRXC, a ticker I was looking at earlier, you can see their share increase here is going up and up every year. Their outstanding shares, so their float's probably going to go up a lot as well. But that's because a company like this does a lot of offerings. Here we go, 31 registered direct offering common stock. I don't know if they have a shelf offering. Doesn't look like it, but yeah, just dilution, right? When you see shelf offering or S3 form or something like that, dilution. Micah says, I'm on Adderall as I speak. Jesus. They're all crazy people. All right, Fish Mai. That sounds really good. I like it. I like the sound of that. KOHN popping up here, but not a lot of volume yet, so I'm not super interested in it. Don't sink the boat, Heiko. All right, KMPH. This is the one I'm looking at so far. I have no trades on this one. I only have trades on OVID. We just hit another kind of resistance area here. I want to kind of go in and highlight this one. Whoops. That wasn't over enough. You guys seen Bitcoin? It was up over 10% for a little bit. I was like, what is cracking here? This looks really good on KMPH. I think we might get a nice little pullback even further, but I don't know. I wouldn't be too hesitant here. Let's see if let's see if we can get a little bit more follow through at 907 right now. Oh god, I still gotta wake up a little bit. I had so much coffee earlier today. I had way too much coffee, but I was still tired. KOHN popping up, making me kind of curious, make me want to say, boy, what are you taking? KOHN might be taking some Adderall. KOHN, let's check it out. See if they say Adderall in the news. USA Capital Markets, fourth quarter Q4 results. Oh, they're up on earnings. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Opinions on Rolls-Royce. I don't have any opinions on Rolls-Royce, to be honest. No opinions. I should get another coffee, honestly. I think the one thing I miss the most from Berlin at the moment is my espresso machine. We had some good times together. There's the pullback on KMPH. 5-minute great setup there. Small size entry. At 69, still sold off quite a bit though. Still pushing here, gotta be careful. 909, not a bad time. A lot of sell volume though. Reach the 5-minute support. Always a little bit more sell volume than I would have liked. Still dumping. I'm going to close out here. I just don't trust it. This ticker is selling off way too much. Maybe it's going to bounce here at 5, but I did not want to see 16.5 break. Boom, there's the break. I don't know. I'll take my small loss on KPH. $95 loss right there. That's fine. You don't make money by not trading. So I think that was actually one of my first reds. No, I think I had a red earlier. So yeah, I was looking for that extended pullback. We got the 5-minute support. I bought it. Still kept on selling off. The very aggressive sell-off. You got to manage your risk. You know, there's nothing wrong with a loss. You got to avoid the bigger losers because, you know, tomorrow we're going to have our February recap. And boy, oh boy, do I got a treat for you. I have the most volatile stats to share with you guys and some interesting lessons I pulled away. I had some big losers last month, and even this month I'm having some bigger losers already, but Yeah, don't want to continue that trend really. So we're gonna really be digging into the stats tomorrow. Start at noon. So 12 noon. Put it in your calendar, guys. Right after the stream, we're gonna take an hour break, roughly, depending on when we stop, and then we'll be doing pretty much stream number 2. Should have diamonds. So it looks like KMPH is having a little bounce here, but yeah, that sell-off was definitely a point of concern. My biggest concern that I saw all day on KMPH with this 30% sell-off, that really didn't warrant a lot of support there, confidence. So we'll see how much we're gonna keep trading that one. UWMC big pop here, not really a ticker I was too interested in. That was a 9% move, pretty nice. I don't know if we're going to be trading this one. If you just look at the daily chart, it's not really something that I'm typically trading. Big resistance that we're breaking above. I mean, we definitely have a bit more upside potential. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go quickly through some news. The articles from yesterday. Don't forget, guys, yesterday's there was a lot of good articles, and I made sure to link them all. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I do want to say I appreciate the remember yesterday on Morning Brew, I was like, okay, we're talking about the news and going through it a little bit, and I was saying I want my sticker. So I appreciate, guys, we got this sticker on the first run. I really do appreciate that. Let's go up here a little bit. So you guys use the referral link. Where'd it go? And we're at referral count 9. I'm actually 1 referral away now from the bottle opener with a keychain. So that's pretty sweet. If you guys do want to, check out Morning Brew, and you want to support the channel, you can use this referral link. I'll just post it in the chat right now, and also on our post, it is up here on the post under news Morning Brew. In this post, you guys can always find on my portfolio if you go to tradejournal.co/connect. And you go to tradejournal.co/Winkler, then you see my latest posts, my latest trades. Wednesday's the one from today, and then you get the news and you get the tickers I'm looking at. For anyone that's new and doesn't know that. All right, that's all I want to say. I do appreciate, guys, all the everyone who checked it out with the referral link. We got those stickers, so I'm pretty stoked about that. All right, let's get back on track here. Sorry, I'm kind of bouncing around a lot. I do apologize for that. Still waking up. Drug overdose, death surge. Yeah, I think the biggest problem right now with lockdown is really the isolation. It's really unhealthy for the mind. Gotta be really careful. Try to get out as much as possible in terms of walking around, just getting some fresh air, some sunlight. I mean, that's a big reason we're in Montenegro at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see what the not the Supreme Court, what the Senate does with the Biden COVID relief plan. Also, the $50, $15 minimum wage is obviously removed from that. Interesting articles on NPR today. I haven't gone through NPR yet today, so it's nice to see some of that. What I'm always looking out for is anything that's really critical that could affect our trading. KMPH actually had a nice little bounce here, so we could have held on to this one, but that would have took us another 2% of risk. I didn't want to go through that. Technically, we could have closed for a small profit, but you just never really know. Wow, this is insane right here. There's actually a couple states starting to open up here. I'm going to squeeze city budgets as property values. Empty office buildings squeeze city budgets as property values fall. So municipals, budgets rely heavy on property taxes. All these things we're going to start seeing big ripple effects on. Google to stop selling ads based on web browsing. That's actually... Google's a company I keep wanting to buy, but somehow I haven't on my investment portfolio, and yeah, keeps getting in the way. I'm gonna have to make a nice little cash position, and any time there's a dip over 5%, I'm just gonna have to go long it. All right, I think I got kind of an idea what's going on here. So this partnership with the White House and different drug pharma companies seems to be kind of a going trend right now in the news. There's actually a lot of good investment ideas on yesterday's edition of Morning Brew. Golden Globes viewership fell 62%. So rocket companies, the heavily shorted mortgage provider, shot up more than 70% in what some are calling GameStop-like activity. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw rocket companies. They were up on earnings, and we were talking about them yesterday. And I gotta say, I was not ready for this kind of move. We've been seeing just above normal kind of explosions lately. I mean, even yesterday I was like, I would wait for a pullback, yada yada. We got a little bit of a pullback, but dang, this ticker just absolutely exploded here into the evening. So if you go to the 15-minute, so yeah, it was right after the stream. We locked up somewhere I don't know, 10:40 or something like that, and then really that afternoon session was insane. Another big spike here to the upside. Hasn't really been able to hold its highs that well in terms of pre-market gains, but yeah, absolutely insane. So right now with our swing trade portfolio, we're getting not really the same. But I think, a lot of these tickers we've been talking about, we're really looking like they could be at lows. Maybe there's going to be some nice reversals at one point. It's really hard to say. It's a bit of a guessing game, which ticker is going to be, picked up by Reddit or something like that. It's a bit ridiculous lately. But yeah, that's why I'm, on average, I usually go long between 5 and 10% of my swing trade portfolio on any one ticker. So that pretty much gives us this portfolio minus the ones where we only have one buy order on to maybe get a fill. But yeah, otherwise we're fully allocated. Also, by the way, guys, I did not get any sort of TOS issues yesterday. I gotta say that's kind of surprising because Remember, we are in good faith violation. Yesterday, we broke that violation. Or was that yesterday? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think, wait. Yes, it was yesterday. We broke that violation. According to what they said, we can't buy stocks with unsettled cash, but we didn't get any sort of violation. So I guess, if I sell it, then I'll probably get the violation. But they specifically said if I buy securities with unsettled cash. So it's a little bit weird. But yeah, we're all aware that you don't want to sell it again because that's where the violation comes in. So it's a little bit weird that the email wasn't very clear. ETB means easy to borrow. Easy to borrow. Yeah, Colby answered that. Thanks, Colby, for answering that. All right, guys. So kind of coming back to the tickers here. Actually, one last thing I do want to review here with you guys, just kind of the overall cases. Desks are going back down. It's good to see that worldwide. Looks like we had a nice big low here. This is because most of the world's in lockdown, right? But let's see if we, make a lower high now. Hopefully we don't go back to these kind of higher levels around 500,000 cases a day. So let's keep an eye out for that. Yeah, this crash I've seen pop up several times now. What do we know about the SUV semiconductor collision near the U.S.-Mexican border? Man, that is so unfortunate. 13 people in one crash. That's insane. In an SUV. They're all packed in there. It's insane. RKT making kind of high searches here. No way. There's a new ETF called Market. So Buzz. Wait, am I reading this right? Do you guys see this? Let's go to Bloomberg article. So there's a new ETF. It's launching on Thursday. When did this article come out? Yeah, so this Thursday, tomorrow the 4th, called Buzz, that follows an index that scurs online sources, including social media articles, blah, 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 to get sentiment. That's hilarious. So basically, it's following hot plays. Oh my God. I can't get over that. I think that's absolutely hilarious. COHN, guys, is not messing around right now. Volume really started popping up on this one. I'm going to put Buzz ETF in here so I don't forget it. That's going to launch tomorrow. The FOMO ETF, literally. Oh my God, that's absolutely hilarious. This is why we go through the news, guys, together, so we make sure we don't miss anything, kind of get the larger trends. Very simple here. Plus, I don't really like trading right before the market opens, so it's kind of a good time for it. Yeah, 30. Okay, let's quickly pull up COHN. Let's kind of see what's popping. 24 million market cap. Whoa, 0.5. That's why it's moving so much. Look at this, 0.5 float. So 500,000 shares is the float. That is tiny. That is nothing. Up on quarterly results. It's a good catalyst. Sustainable catalyst usually. Pre-market, they weren't really doing anything, but now they're up 128% plus. So COHN is definitely in play. Follow the volume is really the name of the game right now. We had a nice first leg, 50% consolidation. Second leg, another 100% run, or 100% run, 25%. Only pulled back about a fourth of the second leg. That's pretty good. Yeah, Matt, I don't know. I would have to look into how it's traded. Obviously, it doesn't only go up. It depends, how long are they going to ride the wave? Are they going to sell at the highs? Are they going to hold too long? You have to go through how that company's working, or the ETF. Cruiser, that's so sad, man. Clove under 9. I know. I just bought more Clove too. Yeah, we're down on Clove. We're long. Average at 928. So we're down on that one. These are big time moves on this ticker. What did we just say? It's at 51. That's insane. So all-time highs at 53 on this stock. All right, so this is going to be an interesting trading day. I wonder. Great pullback potential there. All right, guys, everyone ready to go here? Yeah, Life, I see it. I see it for sure. Having issues with TurboTax. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But it should work totally fine. I use TurboTax for all my accounting and it should be totally fine. So we'll have to figure out what the issue is. Another 2.5 minutes here before the market opens. I'm already going to go ahead, change my account to the day trading account. I'm going to change my time of force to day. Just make sure everything's ready to go. I'm watching OVID on my second screen, and on my main screen with you guys, I'm probably going to watch COHN at the open. I want to obviously use smaller size. So probably 100 shares will give us 4,000 size. So I'll probably use 100 shares, then I'll go up to 400 or 500 position size on this one, max. The 10 mil, interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that. That specific part I don't know at the top of my head. But it should be pretty straightforward because you get the 1099 from the brokerages. And after that, you just enter the 1099 information. So I'm not totally sure where the issue is with that. I'll have to look into it. Also, have you talked to support yet? What did they say? I would definitely like to hear what support says. UWMC. Ferocious pullback. What I don't like about UMWC is the fact that even if you get this perfect pop here, it's a 4% move, so it's the returns on it are a little bit limited. It has a lot of upside resistance. I'm not crazy about it. Another 20 seconds here before the market opens. Good luck, everyone. Calm and collected. No need to force anything. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck, everyone. There's KMPH, definitely has a bit more of a support area right here at like 14.5 or 14.7 or so. You can see this area was tested a few times now, so it looks like this is going to be possible area of support. OVID, unfortunately, pulling back. OVID has huge resistance, guys. Massive resistance. We actually forgot to review that pre-market, but 540, and then 6. I mean, these are all massive resistance zones. Let me actually quickly just show you guys on the daily. Look at this. So huge resistance right in this area on OVID. So just be very careful with this ticker. But we'll see how it holds up. KMPH looking good. Could be a red to green move on OVID. I'm watching it closely. It had about a 6% sell off just now. A lot of sell volume. COHN was halted. Thanks for the reminder, Nick. 17% pop there. Absolutely crazy. Earnings per share up from 464. Earnings per share 464 up from 75 cents year over year. That's insane. Market cap on this company is 55 million. Sales were 66 million, up from 16 million. So this company is absolutely killing it right now. This new valuation totally makes sense. COHN is lacking the volume, dollar volume at today. But that's only because it started really trading around 905. So just keep in mind that it's going to be a big player. So I want to highlight it already. OCGN with that red to green pop. Let's see if we can continue there. KMPH, beautiful red to green as well. So that would have been a great trade. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. And then OVID. So everything's looking good. KMPH could be halted. Remember, KMPH with that 0.5 float, this one's got that spike ability, right? Nice, Jeff. What a move. Home run trade, Jeff. Big congrats, man. You nailed it. KMPH halted here at 33. It's going to go open at 38. For halted at $17. You! Nice, Jeff. It's making me stoked. Nice. Looks like just about a perfect double bottom on OCGN. Possible red to green. Let's see if it holds. Here on the daily, it has nice room. Possible run to 13.5. I'm not trading yet. TOS is actually doing really well for me at the moment, but I'm always skeptical. It's lagging for a lot of people right now, so be careful. Yeah, is Clove actually moving again? Yeah, nice little bounce there off the lows for sure. OVID, I was keeping a close eye on this one, but so far I'm not liking what I'm seeing. COHN is about to open up here. This is going to be a wild one to watch. That 500,000 float. All right, COHN, let's watch it. Here we go. pops higher. Boom! Instantly finds support. That's a 10% candle right there. The spread on it is wicked. That's a 30% move. You'd have to really zoom out to get proper. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably be just using hotkeys or join the bit, join the ask hotkeys. $9.36. I feel comfortable getting aggressive now. Opens kind of come to fruition. I just, haven't really found a ticker I'm ready to get long on. OCGN could be a good little pullback entry, but it could also double bottom. You'd be risking about 2%. Probably decent risk reward though. I'm gonna box this one in. Fubo TV, haven't heard of it. Gundam. KMPH gonna open up at 38.27, so very soon, less than a minute. COHN still moving really nicely. All-time high, remember, was it roughly at 53, so it looks like we're just about in that area. All right, KMPH about to open right now. Let's watch it. Sell this. Nice little pop there. Could continue running here. Boom! Nice run. I was just getting ready to go long it too. Woo! Bit of a doji just there for a second. I would have taken profits really quick on that one. Yeah, OVID is not making me too excited at the moment. KMPH with that 4 million float, has everything it needs for some serious spikeability. COHN looking pretty hot as well. I've yet to trade since the market opened. Just kind of, taking my time. OCGN, nice little pop there. They're a coronavirus play. 1.3 million market cap, though, is very high. 157 million float, also very, very high. That's a little bit of a slower mover. Nice, Jeff. Cleaning up. Big congrats, man. I would say OCGN and KMPH are really the two tickers that most people are watching right now. Obviously, COHN is quickly following suit. $9.40. Possible dip here on OVID below 420. I still have yet to trade since the open. We are up pre-market, but I have yet to go full cowboy mode on some of these stickers that we're seeing. It's been quite an open here. Kind of really just have to go for it. What it looks like. Big sell off there on KMPH. We've seen these moves before on this ticker. KMPH might get halted here. Big sell off there. Surprised it didn't get halted. Typically this bounce is something I'd be actually kind of interested in buying. But to me, it's not such an orthodox play, so it's a little bit harder to manage your risk on a KMPH is my thought, and that's why I haven't been trading it. I think that accumulation right here at 15 was pretty much the way to go. But ever since, you know, when I saw that doji candle here, I was already kind of worried. Let's see what happens. OVID breaking higher, breaking at 440. Is this the move? 5-minute setup for sure. OCGN, really nice move there. My problem with OCGN and KMPH is both these tickers had huge sell-offs. It's typically something that sometimes would kind of ward me off a little bit. OVID was really one of my more favorite tickers, but it just has a lot of upside resistance. So I'm just kind of watching this one, seeing if maybe it's going to form a bit more of a rounded bottom here, which actually looks to be the case. Oh, Jeff, you're trading it with a cash account. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it makes sense. I hate when the broker is is interfering with my trading. It freaks me out. That's why it was so imperative to get over 25K. That was actually, being under 25K was the biggest factor that my trading was very slow during the 25K challenge. Here's that pullback on OVID. OVID looks very interesting. I'm really kind of watching this one. I have yet to really figure out how I want to go about trading it. I don't know if it's going to flush down here towards 4. I don't know if this is just maybe a higher low here and it's going to start continuing up. I'm having a hard time getting my finger on the pulse. So I think that's a big reason also why I haven't really done any trades yet since the open. Also because I probably just woke up from a nap. My brain hasn't turned on. But either way, if you don't fully understand a move, you're not fully convinced behind something, there's no reason to jump on it. KMPH also had that wicked sell-off. Oops. KOHN. KOHN is a tough one. It's totally out of the price range that I'm typically trading, and the fact that it has a 500,000 float, it's scary to trade. It has a huge spread. You pretty much never know if the pullback's going to be a big flush halt or if it's going to be a nice little rip to the upside, like a 10% move in one candle. You just don't know. So a lot of the tickers right now, I'm having a hard time trading in a way where I can properly manage my risk. OCGN actually looked to be one of the nicer ones. We're approaching bigger resistance right now at 13.4. But so far, it's had a great move. There goes OVID, did sell off, so this one could be a bit of a play here, kind of coming up. We went down to 421 roughly. Overall, the market is, it's a bit mixed here. It's okay. It's not really selling off too much. Nasdaq's down a bit more than one would hope for usually. And there goes COHN, yeah. OVID is chipping back up here. Look at this. On the 5 minute, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 9-minute red can. 9 5-minute red candles in a row. So that's pretty heavy. You don't always see that many consecutive 5-minute red candles. So question, did we find maybe a bit of a base here? We sold off about 11% from the highs, or from the open. So now we're bouncing up here around 5%. Question, are we going to be making a higher low and start that trend back to the upside? Or are we going to, continue that little downwards descent? We have huge support, obviously, around 4. I like probably the OVID risk reward at the moment the most. OCGN still looks very attractive. KMPH struggling to get back above 16, but anything's possible on this ticker. We had pre-market highs at 21, so it could easily pop back to 18. I just wouldn't really be surprised. But I also wouldn't be surprised if, well, it had a higher low here, so this could be a good sign. I don't know. It's hard to really wrap your mind around that one. Oh no, Gundam. Sorry, man. Yeah, I kind of feel like if I was trading at the open today, I might have probably just took a lot of red trades as well. I just wasn't really convinced. We had some really good red to green moves. Really good red to green moves. I had one of my best trades yesterday as a red to green. It was a failed red to green, but it was just enough to squeeze out some profits. SLGG having issues. All right, let's try to be calm and collected here and see what we can find. KMPH popping back up. TRXC making some moves. USA medical device company with a 98 million float. 570 million market cap is very high though. Right now it's at $1 billion because it's gapping up. It had a big gap up. FDA clearance on general surgery. Bigger support around 4.5 that it bounced off of. 3% bounce. It's a slower mover. OVID, this could be a new high. This could be a trend reversal on it. Yeah, Emmanuel, I like to hear that, man. Me too, honestly. Am I worried about a market crash? Not necessarily. Yep, Jonathan. That's right. Keep them losses small. Looks like OCGN might have more of a 5-minute setup coming up here. Well, let's see what happens. Possible move back to VWAP. It's kind of getting a little bit top heavy. Ooh, OVID just broke through 550. Watch out, that first left shoulder is a flush. So that's what a lot of people are worried about. Right now it's seeing resistance on the 5-minute chart on the 9 EMA. You can see that resistance coming in. Nice move on OCGN. I probably should have got a bit more aggressive on this one. Some reason I just didn't feel it. Big resistance here at 13.5. Charlie, we have a link to the layout in the video description below, but you just import it here on setup, open shared item, and then you add the link there. Nice move on OCGN. Look at that breakout. Man, oh man. This ticker is really not messing around. USA Biotech, 157 million float. COVID vaccine development partner says 81% efficiency. So, COVID play. High there at 14.0. No trades yet for me since the open. This is quite unusual. But it is what it is. You just never really know. Every day is going to be different. COHN is still halted here. Circuit breaker halt to the downside. Clearly over a 10-minute hold, so I'm not... Actually, it could be exactly a 10-minute hold. Could open up any moment. Boom! Yeah, there it goes. This is why I don't like usually trading tickers with 500,000 float, but you know, you do get these nice swings. I mean, that's a 46% move right there. This move alone was a 10% move, so can't get lucky, but it's just very difficult to manage your risk. OCGN could be a possible quick trade. OVID looks like it's going to sell off again here. Yeah, it's just a little hectic this morning. Nice, Jonathan. Happy to hear, man. Oh, Nick, good share. To look into that longer. I didn't know about that. This could be, that was a fake out right there, OCGN. OVID could be on a higher low. Whew, OCGN, look at that sell-off there. You always want to be careful if you start feeling yourself getting some FOMO because you missed, let's say, the third, the fourth, the fifth pullback. Start being careful because eventually you're going to FOMO into it if you're not aware of what's going on, and then you're going to end up buying a very late pullback and you get stuck in a disaster like that. That's why I wasn't trading this one at that point. But I definitely fumbled by not trading it early enough here. But I realized I missed the good moves. So I'm not going to get aggressive on the bad moves because I have FOMO. Nice bounce, though, on OCGN. Corrected itself pretty good. KMPH had a great reversal all the way back to 17. I'm not so convinced of what we're getting, guys. COHN halted again to the downside. No real surprise there. It's weird to say, but I think OVID was potentially one of my favorite tickers right now, but it's just doing absolutely nothing. I'm also probably biased because I'm up on this one from pre-market trading. If I had my espresso machine right now, I would definitely make an espresso without a question. Oh yeah, Nick, thanks for sharing that. That's really good information. It's gonna definitely have the potential to help a lot of people. I'm gonna have to document that. OVID, there's the sell-off. What are we gonna get? Officially down right around 11% since the open. Yeah, Jesse and Micah, no worries, man. No worries. It's just one of those days. It seems like today we were kind of spoiled because Monday and Tuesday were actually pretty okay trading days. I didn't get nearly as aggressive as I could have on Monday and Tuesday, but those were pretty good trading days. So 3 trading days in a good trading days in a row is a lot to ask for, and today was okay pre-market. At the open there was some opportunity, mostly OCGN, but KMPH had like a nice small window of opportunity as well. But yeah, OVID, great call out and reminder earlier today from the community here. OVID is easy to borrow, so it's definitely a short squeeze candidate without a question. 8% down there. I'm watching OVID because I'm kind of hoping it's going to have like 10 to 10.15 or 10.15 to 10.30 or 10.30 to 10.45 kind of pivot and run moment. Yeah, Eugene, we were talking about that pre-market, the BUZZ ETF, Buzz ETF, that's going to be following kind of trendy stocks on Reddit and other social media platforms. I think that's absolutely hilarious, and it's going to be fun to watch it for sure. Yeah, Corey, I totally agree with that. Should be on the watch all day due to ETB. Totally agree. Is Clove finally moving off the lows? I ended up Oh no, it actually went even lower. I ended up filling my size on this one too soon here at 1928. I thought I was, I thought I had a great average price. I even bought more here at 906, which actually was a good price, but then, it sold off again. IRA down $400 today. GHVI leading my pack for what's down. But everything in general is kind of down. NASDAQ is down 1%, so it makes sense. A lot of these are NASDAQ hot tickers, so, my swing portfolio is quite sensitive to that. Look at OCGN popping back up here. 10% move, not too bad. How do you feel about that, Brandon? You think that's appropriate? Possible OCGN entry here at 13.6. Long, small size. Very small size. Around 5,000 long right now. Looking for that follow through, a little bit of continuation here above 14. $157 million floats. It's a bit of a slower mover. OVID is also something probably worth following up on. Five-minute setup here on OCGN with a nice flag pattern. Possible break over 14. The order book has a pretty heavy spread. Looking for that move over 14. I'm going to close there. I think we're going to get that move over 14. I chickened out. I just saw that big seller and I chickened out. Small trade on OCGN. Small size. Made 115. I'm happy with it. I can't really complain. I had a pretty good exit and entry, I guess. I'm still waiting for the move over 14. But there we go. That was a very quickie. Appreciate that, Matt. Thanks, Sharky. I like a trade that has predictable risk reward and that has bigger upside, right? I'm not trying to get a perfect entry or perfect exit, but if I think there's a move over 14, that means on the way to 14, we're already taking 40 cents a share. So a break of 14 would be, going to the home run territory. Oftentimes I'll chicken out before that, but boom, there it is. There's the break of 14. Hit 1402. This is a bit, I don't know. Like what makes me nervous on OCGN is the fact that it flushed here like 8%. That's why I was like, oof, I don't want to be stuck in a flush. And boom, here it goes. There's the second one. Tickers have muscle memory. They tend to do they repeat themselves quite a lot. Well, okay, that actually wasn't too bad. Actually ended up holding here at 13.5. Maybe we'll get a second move here. I wouldn't be surprised, but just, pre-market highs here at 14, and then also look at the resistance on this ticker. I mean, it's got so much resistance here. This, we are breaking above this area, but, this is just riddled with problem areas. Maybe we'll get a run to 15 or so. There's another nice kind of setup here at around 15, so that's worth watching. But I don't know, that was a lot of sell volume that last move. Yeah, super true, Glenn. You made money, can't complain. But, you know, also sometimes taking money too soon and then having a bunch of kind of scratches when you should be making home run trades can be a bad thing because you'll get FOMO. And my 2 days in a row now, I gave a lot of money back because that happened. I constantly didn't get the move I wanted. I closed too soon. And then I was like, you know what, this time I'm going to go for it. And then whack, I held a little bit too long because I got that FOMO. So you have to watch out. Every trade does a little bit of psychological damage, or it definitely does something. And sometimes getting a scratch will make you a little bit more sporadic and emotionally compromised, I would argue. So, but I think that's fine as long as you're aware of that, because then you could, you know, adjust your trading. Like today, I just left at one point. I was like, you know what, I'm up. There's a good chance I'm going to do something silly right now because I did miss some good moves. So I'm just going to leave. TRXC, what is up with this ticker randomly always having huge pops? I'm constantly thinking, okay, this ticker's dead, and then it just randomly makes these huge moves. 14%. Yeah, we do. Marwan, check out the Discord channel. We have a watch list chat, and there's a video in there that talks about how to make it. And that tradejournal.co/connect link gives you the link to the Discord channel. Nice, Jonathan. Jonathan says bring home the bacon on OCGN. Heck yeah, man. That's what I like to hear. That's pretty good because OCGN's definitely a bit tricky to trade. KMPH has great support here at round 15. On the 4-hour chart, it just looks so compelling to trade. And technically, it's making a perfect first stare. Huge, you know, 100% plus. Then a pullback here, about a fourth. That's actually really not that bad. So, you know, the question is, are we going to get a second leg over 20? I would probably argue there's a fair chance for that. OVID, guys, moving right now. Try to get a fill just now. OVID trying here. It's 10:09. There's definitely sellers here. Looking for that break, possible move over 4-5. Small size there at 42. One a little bigger with size. Looking for the break over 5-5. I got shaken out just now. I gave it 2 chances, very micro chances. This could be the move though. Loading up again. Big buyers there. Oh, here's the move. 4-5. Let's see the crack. Oh man, so much shaking out potential here. What's making me nervous is that flush to the left. See that flush right here? I'm always hesitant when there's a flush to the left, that first shoulder. It makes me the most uneasy trader in the world. Well, that could have been an entry right there at 39. This is holding. It's holding. Let's see it. 4-4. Oh my god. 5-minute resistance. Look at that 5-minute resistance. It's massive. This is definitely a bit of a coin flip in my eyes. This is not the safest move. But we have a higher low. 41 getting chipped away. This could be a great move here. Oh my god. I think I would have got shaken out just now. Oh, 42 looks... Oh my god, this is the most indecisive move right now. This flag pattern is really chilling. Even if it breaks out, it could just be a giant fake out. So I feel like you got to accumulate early if you want to trade OVID. 41, I mean, this is where I would be considering buying. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade this one. Oh, there it goes. I want to buy it. I'm trying so hard to like avoid an impulse right now. Maybe I should just look away. Oh, there's huge buyers. Did you guys just see those buyers? Big sellers as well, though. Those are the shorts. This could be the squeeze coming up. Remember, OVID is easy to borrow. Squeeze mania. Oh, my limit order didn't go through. You know what? I think I might even just sit back and watch this one. I don't know. Take out the popcorn, guys. He was long at 41, 42. That would have been the place. Maybe if I wasn't streaming, I would go long. No, I'm just kidding. I only trade on the streams, except pre-market. I'm obviously not trading pre-market on the stream because I'm not streaming. Oh, this ticker has me freaking. I'm not even long it right now, and I'm freaking out. Oh, there's the flush. I don't think it did it, guys. I don't know. This is the most indecisive move here. The real nail biter. We haven't had one of these in a bit. Nick says 50-50 flush to rocket ratio on OVID. That's exactly it. Oh, I had a tiny trade. I went long at 41, bought more at 42.5, roughly, yeah. And then sold at 44. I just had the most indecisive trade just now. Pretty much like the rest of the ticker. There it goes. Now it's selling off. Didn't manage. Always look to your left on a ticker. Always look. What did this ticker do last time it had resistance? Right? What happened last time? This ticker actually ended up flushing each time. This flush wasn't that bad. And my theory was we actually made a higher low. So this one actually had good upside potential. Higher low here. This was the low. This is the higher low. So we were in an upwards trend, and I was thinking, you know, this could be the big move, but it's also flush-tastic setup here. So I don't know. That's why I was so hesitant. Thanks, Bren, for letting BK know. Yeah, this is TD Ameritrade, ThinkorSwim platform. Oh no, Colby. Oh, I actually have a rule that I don't follow anymore. I think that's not a rule any longer. My 3 red trades in a row, I'm out. I don't like that rule so much, but you know, there's many times where I'm like, well, it was a rule for a reason. But for me, if I'm down 10% of my average trading size, you know, that for me is when I throw in the towel, which right now is about $1,000. But I broke that rule, you guys know, three times last month, and each time it was bad that I broke the rule. So Yeah, 3 straight red trades in a row. I don't do that anymore. Right now, it's only when I'm down 10% of my average position size on the day is when I stop trading. I also have, it's kind of like a not really a rule, but like if I give back half of my profits, I usually stop trading just because I'm like, this is, I can't take this anymore. I'm clearly getting emotional right now. That's not like a, a hard line rule, but you usually feel it, you start making profit, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden you start giving back money, right? And you're just in a slippery slope. Sometimes when I even feel that that might happen, I already just stop trading. But the only rule that's like really in the sand that I almost never break is the giving back 10% or more of my average position size. Nice, Matt, shorting it. That's pretty ballsy. Let's pretend we're wrapping up here. So we're up 1365, which is great. That's another $70 roughly, some from where we were pre-market. Unfortunately, right before the market opened, I traded KMPH. I lost some money on that one, and then OCGN, small trade, we made back some money. Really, the glory was OVID pre-market at literally right after the big push to the upside. I didn't get any of this nice move here on OVID. But I noticed, okay, this is clearly the hot ticker today. I like the catalyst a lot. OVID, let's review this one just very quickly here. Where is that? That's over here. USA Biotech, 42 million float, 187 million market cap. They had a bunch of news kind of coming out today. They got a bunch of proceeds, including an 196 million upfront payment. This is a big upfront payment for the fact that OVID is at 280 today after it's 270 today after being up 40%. So big moves there. This is pretty much, this payment was their market cap pretty much before today. They had really good potential first-in-class therapy to reduce seizure frequency in children with Dravet syndrome and Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, if I'm not saying that right. They finished a collaboration. They had a conference call. So it was just like a lot of good stuff kind of compiling. So that made me pretty optimistic. And that's why, once this thing had its first major pullback, I was like, okay, this is looking good. Boom. I got long right under 5.5. Sold again. Got long for another breakout, but didn't trust it. Sold again. Let's see what happened after that. Bought a dip buy, didn't look at, all these are very small hits. None of these trades are home runs. They're all tiny base hits. Starts moving back to the upside, do a pullback trade, do a breakout trade, and a pullback trade. Missed the whole move to the upside, 10% move. I didn't get any of the big move. Bought a breakout here. I think I may have even taken a loss on that one. Then took another pullback trade, and it flushed. So then I knew, oh my God, OVID, it's kind of pulling off here. So I'm probably going to stop trading before I do something silly. And I didn't trade. I took pretty much a nap for like 60 minutes. I usually never nap pre-market. Like this is the first time in months. But I was really tired today. So I just kind of snoozed through this area. I literally wake up right before the market opens to start the stream. And then, yeah, I don't know. That's probably why I was not so crazy on pre-market trading. But yeah, yeah. Phil says market down to jobs report. I'm gonna have to check that one out later. Yeah, big market dip overall. Our swing trade portfolio, as you guys see, it's down $1,000 today. So it's definitely NASDAQ down 1.6% today. Obviously, we're a momentum trader. We trade high flyers. We trade tickers that are hot, usually NASDAQ tickers. So when the NASDAQ sells off, our swing trade portfolio usually takes a pretty big hit. It is what it is, that's why you have to be really long-term oriented with your swing trades. I like to say eight weeks at least. That gives you a lot of time to kind of wait out the storm if it ever happens, which in this case it has. All these accumulations we've been doing have been pretty much near lows, except, obviously some tickers that we've been holding longer, like NBAC, and a few other ones that I kind of forgot. But I'm pretty optimistic here. We're not really down on any one ticker, 10% or anything like that. So it's overall good, but it's still a nasty red day here. Unfortunately, I bought a lot more yesterday. Well, not a lot more. I bought like 10% more, the remaining 10% of cash on our swing trade portfolio. So I, could have, should have, would have waited till today. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Oh yeah, Omar, we got so many videos. Just look up swing trading on our channel. You'll find so much stuff. Yeah, Jason, I probably would do the same if I wasn't fully allocated in my clove position. Otherwise, I'd probably do the same. GHVI, I'm still very optimistic on. Matterport, I mean, this is a hot, trendy company. We were accumulating down here. We were up 18% or so on this one before it sold off again. Obviously, this is a triple bottom here, so this is very dangerous. There's a good chance it's going to crack this triple bottom. If it does crack very strongly here, I would probably consider closing on a retest. I don't know. It's tough. This is a company I would prefer to just kind of keep holding. I think there's going to be a great run at one point in Q2, is my guess. I'm not sure if the run's going to happen in this quarter, so basically this month, because this is the last month of the quarter. But no, I like the company a lot, and new SPAC here. So I would have liked to somehow accumulate this company under 15. But I guess, maybe there's going to be an opportunity to buy under 15 pretty soon. This is a triple bottom. I don't like buying triple bottoms in the making. I'll buy a triple bottom after it shows that it held support. So if it has a big move to the upside and then pulls back, I'm usually buying on the pullback of a triple bottom. Otherwise, I usually don't mess with triple bottoms. And then I look for a continuation. So I don't know. We'll see. Because otherwise, if this triple bottom breaks, we're probably gonna have a good sell-off here. I would argue like 10%, maybe even more, and then from there we're gonna have a retest most likely. What could also happen is we have a light sell-off here, like 5% or so. We have a retest, and then we have a continuation downtrend before finding a base, and then hopefully, in my eyes, going to the upside. So I think either way. Personally, this is probably overly biased, but I'm pretty long GHVI. I think it's a safe, safe is really relative in the stock market, but I think it's a good company. I think there's a lot of hype around it. I think it will get picked up. I think it will have a second run. I just don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm willing to hold. So right now it is kind of cracking here 16, so it's scary stuff for sure. Look at this crack. I mean, big buy volume came in right away. This is gonna actually be great day trade. Sometimes when a ticker cracks support but bounces right back above, it's a phenomenal day trade. Nice, Jeff. That sounds pretty solid. I day traded crypto for like 2 years. It definitely works, and it's reasonable. And there's no pattern day trader rule, which is amazing. But the fees can kill you. They're pretty high. Also, I don't like the fact that crypto is 24/7. It freaks me out a little bit. I like the fact that when I trade stocks, I sit down. I know for the next 2 to 3 hours I'll be busy if I want to be, because that's where the action is, and then I'm done. With crypto, you never really know when it's gonna pop. There are like 3 to 4 times during the day where I find there's more volatility. That's usually around market opens of different time zones. But I prefer day trading stocks and investing in crypto. That's how I would play it personally. But I still swing trade crypto from time to time. There's GHVI making that nice pop here. Yeah, Jason, I think that's probably a good way to go about it, accumulating into March. Yeah, GHVI, look at this pop back to the upside here. This is very bullish, at least short term. This could be a great trade. You'd have to use bigger size to make it worthwhile, though. Yeah, Binance is probably the exchange to use for trading. Lowest fees, for sure. Way to go. Awesome pop there on GHVI. OVID is kind of crawling back up here. What I like about OVID is it actually made a higher low again. Right now in the 5 minute, it's crawling back above the 90 EMA. Honestly, OVID definitely has opportunity to break back above 4.5. It might be better to play this one early and not stress so much about if it's going to break out at 4.5 once it reaches 4.5. But I don't know if it's even going to reach it. But, you know, this was a higher low right here, so that's a very, very bullish sign. I would just be so nervous right now trading, giving back a lot of profits on a quick 8% flush to the downside. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But I think if I was still trading, I would maybe look into this one. Yeah, Chris says be careful. I totally agree. Totally agree. All right, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, we might actually wrap it up here. It's 10:27. Tomorrow, we're also going to end the stream, ideally a little bit early, but I don't know. It really depends on the market, right? If there's hot tickers running around, I'm going to keep trading. If there's not hot tickers, then we're going to wrap up early. By the way, guys, if anyone doesn't know, we're currently in a new location at an Airbnb, so it's a little bit random in terms of what's running around here. But yeah, also don't forget to join the Discord, guys. I need to throw some more things up in here that pop up on the screen so I can share some sliders or something. But I don't really have a daily percentage goal. I think 5% is like a good day. But if I'm over 10% of my average position size, I'm pretty stoked. That's really where I want to be. If we go to the stats of this month really quickly, this is ridiculous. My total losses should not be half my total winnings. It's been really bad. I've been giving back so many profits lately. My winning ratio is really good, but every time I have a loss, it's just way too big, which is getting kind of annoying. But yeah, it is what it is. So yesterday, for example, yesterday we made $1,100. And my average position size is $12,000 this month, or at least yesterday. So yesterday I made about 9% of my average position size. So that's a pretty good day. If we go to this whole month, we have $10,000 average position size. So, you know, that actually makes yesterday like 11% day of based on average position size. Well, like 10.5. So yesterday was a good trading day. Ooh, OVID, guys, look at this move. Ooh. Dan, I'm not super pessimistic on the market. I am pessimistic. I always think the market's overextended, but you know, it never really pulls back as much as I think it will. So I don't know. The market does what the market does. I gave up trying to predict the market. I think it's a waste of time. Trade risk reward, and don't stress about the rest is my approach to the market. And if it sells off, buy more, invest long term. Remember, day trading is a job, investing is wealth accumulation. Those two things have nothing in common. So just, you know, keep that in mind. It's so easy to like mix up day trading and investing, and it's probably the most stressful topic I have with people that don't trade or invest, or people that don't know anything about the markets. Yeah, people just don't get what day trading is. Uh, yeah, BG. Your brokerage will give you a 1099 at the end of the year, and you just add that to your taxes. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, DC day trading is the majority of my income for sure. How do I deal with the stress factor of day trading? I don't know. I think every job has their own stresses. I don't view it that stressful anymore. I mean, you definitely have to get used to losing like 1,000 or 2,000 bucks, or let's say 10% sometimes of your average position size, just like that. And I think that takes a little bit getting used to, and I don't think you'll ever fully get used to it. I mean, even Ross Cameron freaks out sometimes when he loses $250,000 in like 30 minutes, and it's happened to him so many times, and I don't think you'll ever really get over it, because it just sucks. Because all that would have required to change that is a few clicks. So you're just playing it through your head all the time. But live and let live. If you're up or down, whatever, as long as your averages are good, I think that's a good way to get over your stress with trading. Is just think about the averages. Over time, everything smooths out. Never zoom in too much, or else you're going to be stressed out. Unless you're going through your stats and reviewing your trades, then you should zoom in. You should try to figure out what's wrong. DC, every year where day trading is my priority, yes, it's always my primary income. Remember, we took about 2-3 years off, so obviously it wasn't my primary income when I was not day trading. We've been day trading since about 2014, roughly, but it was a little bit different back then. And then I started day trading crypto for 2 years, and now I'm back to trading small caps, which I personally like the most. Jennifer says I lost 850 last week, got nauseous. Yeah, we've all been there. You got to go for a walk, and you got to do a little bit of chili vanilli. My first $2,000 red day, I gave myself a haircut with a razor and made a steak dinner and just drank 2 nice glasses of wine. That's how I got over my big red day. I felt great the next day. I was like, I could do a few more red days. So, figure out how to get over it. Yeah, also Marwan, I mean, the fact that, over trading and stressing about trades it's a big reason why I don't like day trading crypto. It's a huge reason I don't like day trading crypto, because when you day trade crypto, it's 24/7, which means you're always going to, at one point, get into a revenge trading mode. I know I have numerous times, because the market just never closes. So the second you start kind of getting on tilt, the only option you have is walking away. At least with the overall, like with stocks, after like 11 o'clock, things tend to usually die off. And then, you're like, I don't know, yeah, you could trade extended hours, but at one point, volume's just not there. Things dry up and you just walk away. But I don't know, crypto, and then you have the weekend to like fully recover. With crypto, 7 days a week, 24/7. You like, that's why I say invest in crypto, swing trade crypto, but just like if you're day trading crypto, like, it becomes your life, and it's a little bit hectic. Corey calling out BNGO. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, great dip on that one. Up 2%. A little bit of a slow mover though. GHVI had that perfect pullback that we are kind of mentioning, where if this support area holds and it breaks back above it, buying the pullback there is usually a really good play. So, if we did that, we would have had a nice percent in the bag. I probably should have done it. It could have been a nice $100 just now. Wow, DC saying I had a $20,000 red day for gotta change time of force when the market closed. Luckily, it had been such a good month. It was only half the month profit. Had such a nice self-care weekend. Yeah, wow. At least you had a good weekend. I think that's so important after red days to like not do anything self-destructive, but like really kind of treat yourself. Nice. Bren's accumulating. I totally agree with Bren. I think accumulating right now is the way to go. Yeah, I'm also accumulated out. My swing trade portfolio is fully allocated right now, which it's nice, but it's also a little bit stressful. We have 22 more dollars to accumulate. 22 was my lacrosse number. It always makes me a little bit excited when I see the number 22. I don't know. Crypto has its own catalyst, Tesla buying $150 billion worth of crypto. I mean, and crypto goes up for the next few weeks. Like, crypto has its own catalyst. I actually feel like with these small caps, as long as there is a catalyst and it's generally good, you know, the rest of it is price action and pure technicals. Today's the March 3rd, 2021. VCNX. Oi, oi, oi. There's almost no volume on this ticker either. Yeah, that definitely is a back holder ticker for sure. The only good news on it, like when you're back holding a stock like this, is it will, based on history, spike again, but you just never know how long you're going to be holding a bag for till it spikes again. I mean, this was 24 weeks. That was a long time. I don't know. I usually end up cutting my losses just because holding a bag is one thing, but like the mental sometimes distraction a bag creates is another thing that I'm not a big fan of. There is that fake out over 4.5 on OVID. TRXC constantly has these big runs, and then it just constantly does nothing after the big run. Yeah, it's a good question, Michael. Where do you trade that, Stefan? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Market's dry, and I'm done trading. So we're up 1365 today, so I'm pretty stoked about that. No, not where, what price, like what day on VCNX. But yeah, on Robinhood, the 22nd. What was the 22nd? That was a Monday last week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, did I count this wrong? One of these days is wrong. Oh wait, that's the 19th. That's why I counted. So that was the 22nd was this day. So we traded it on Friday. Thanks, guys. So, yeah, that was pretty high. That was you held a failed move higher, huh? Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I've been in so many of these back holders where you just hold it and then the next day it sells off more, the next day it sells off more. Yeah, they've always drained my my other kind of my brain capacity for other things, so that's why I usually just cut anything now. Like I mean, you guys see it. Like I don't hold stocks for more than like 30 seconds oftentimes. So like yeah. Definitely don't hold overnight if I'm not planning on holding overnight, unless it's a very specific overnight breakout kind of stair-stepper pattern. All right, I'm going to wrap up here in 2 minutes. Let me answer BG's question. In your view, what amount of dollars required to probably set up a day trading effort in terms of electronics and equipment? Honestly, if you're on this chat room, you probably already have all the equipment necessary. Technically, you just need a phone or a bad laptop. I mean, you could also spend, north of any amount, you could spend it on a trading setup. I think like a really, really next level trading setup, you could probably get for like $3,000. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, Michael, that's always a strategy as well. I totally feel you. All right, guys, so we're wrapping up here, up 1365. Want to wrap up the day early because today's a special day. It's my girlfriend's birthday, so don't need to be in the chat room too long. So I will see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning. Let me see here. Like always, guys, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Drop a like on the way out. I really, really do appreciate that. And ciao, guys. Don't overtrade. It's a slippery market for sure. Look at all you guys with the nice birthday wishes. I'll have to let her know. She'll start blushing. Maybe. Eat the cake. Thanks, guys. I'll extend the wishes. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.